Most people don't fail to build muscle because they aren't working hard. They fail because they're unknowingly doing things that silently destroy their progress every single day. You can train for years, eat protein, lift heavy, and still look the same if you're making these muscle-killing mistakes. And the worst part is most of them feel productive, but they're actually doing the opposite. Let's break down the biggest muscle-building mistakes that are killing your gains and exactly why they stop growth. Mistake number 1, training without progressive overload. Muscle only grows when it's forced to adapt. If you're lifting the same weights, doing the same reps, and following the same routine month after month, your body has no reason to change. Progressive overload means gradually increasing the demand placed on your muscles. That can be more weight, more reps, better form, or more total volume. Without this, your workouts become maintenance, not growth. Your muscles adapt quickly. What felt heavy 3 weeks ago is now normal. If you're not tracking your lifts and actively trying to improve them, you are stalling growth without realizing it. No overload equals no new muscle. Mistake number 2, not eating enough calories. This is one of the most common muscle killers. Muscle is built in a calorie surplus. If your body doesn't have enough energy coming in, it prioritizes survival, not growth. You can train perfectly, but if you're under-eating, your body won't build new tissue. Many people think they're eating a lot, but they're still in a deficit. Busy schedules, skipped meals, low appetite, and fear of gaining fat all contribute to slow progress. If the scale isn't slowly increasing over time, you're likely not eating enough to support muscle growth. Food is not the enemy of gains, it's the fuel that makes growth possible. Mistake number 3, protein inconsistency. Protein isn't just important, it's essential. Muscle tissue is built from amino acids. Without enough protein, your body literally doesn't have the building blocks to grow. But the real issue isn't just total protein, it's consistency. Your body benefits most when protein intake is spread across the day. Skipping breakfast, eating one big protein meal at night, and barely hitting your target overall slows muscle protein synthesis. Aim for steady intake throughout the day to keep growth signals active. If protein is inconsistent, muscle growth is inconsistent. Mistake number 4, training. Too much and recovering too little. More workouts do not automatically mean more muscle. Muscle grows during recovery, not during the workout itself. Lifting weights creates microscopic damage in muscle fibers. Your body repairs that damage and builds the muscle bigger and stronger. But this only happens if you allow enough recovery. Training the same muscles hard every day, stacking volume endlessly and never letting soreness fade keeps muscles in a constant breakdown state. This leads to stalled growth, fatigue, joint pain, and even strength loss. Rest days aren't laziness. They're part of the muscle building process. If you're always exhausted and never feeling stronger, recovery is likely your problem. Mistake number 5, using terrible form just to lift heavier. Ego lifting kills gains. When you use momentum, half reps, bouncing weights, or poor posture, you shift attention away from the target muscle and onto joints and secondary muscles. The weight may move, but the muscle you're trying to grow isn't doing the real work. Proper form keeps constant tension on the muscle fibers that need to be stimulated. It also reduces injury risk and improves mind-muscle connection. Slower, controlled reps with good technique almost always build more muscle than heavier, sloppy reps. If you want growth, make the muscle work, not your joints. Mistake number 6, not training. Close enough to failure. Muscle growth is driven by mechanical tension and muscle fiber recruitment. Your body only recruits the highest threshold muscle fibers when a set becomes challenging. Stopping every set far before fatigue feels easier, but it limits growth. You don't need to train to absolute failure on every set, but you should be getting close. If you finish a set and feel like you could do 10 more reps easily, that set probably didn't stimulate much muscle growth. Most effective hypertrophy happens in those last few hard reps. Training too comfortably is one of the biggest hidden growth killers. Mistake number 7, changing programs. Constantly new workouts feel exciting, but constantly switching routines prevents progressive overload and long-term adaptation. Your body needs time to adapt and improve on specific movements. If you change exercises every week, you never truly get stronger at anything. You're always restarting the learning curve. Stick with a structured program long enough to track progress, build strength, and apply overload. Small adjustments over time beat complete resets every month. Consistency builds muscle. Chaos builds confusion. Mistake number 8, ignoring sleep. Sleep is one of the most powerful muscle-building tools, and most people treat it like an afterthought. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone and repairs damaged muscle tissue. Poor sleep reduces testosterone, increases stress hormones, and slows recovery. Even 1 week of bad sleep can decrease strength and muscle protein synthesis. If you train hard but sleep poorly, you're sabotaging your progress. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep isn't optional for serious muscle growth. It's part of the program. Mistake number 9. Focusing only on isolation and skipping compound movements. Isolation exercises are great, but they shouldn't be the foundation. Compound lifts like squats, deadlifts, presses, rows, and pull-ups stimulate the most muscle mass and hormone response. They allow heavier loads and recruit multiple muscle groups at once. These movements create the strongest growth signal in the body. Relying mostly on curls, flies, and machines limits overall muscle development. Isolation work should support compound lifts, not replace them. If your program lacks heavy compound movements, you're leaving gains on the table. Mistake number 10, expecting fast results and quitting. Too soon. Muscle building is slow. Real quality muscle takes months and years, not weeks. Social media creates unrealistic expectations with transformation videos and lighting tricks. When progress feels slow, many people change programs, slack on nutrition, or quit entirely. But consistency over time is what creates visible results. Small weekly improvements compound into major changes. Those who stay patient and persistent always outperform those chasing quick fixes. Muscle growth rewards discipline, not impatience. If you want to build muscle effectively, the formula is simple but not easy. Progressively challenge your muscles, eat enough calories and protein, train with good form and intensity. Recover properly with sleep and rest. Stick to a consistent plan. Long-term, avoiding these mistakes alone can completely transform your results. You don't need fancy supplements or complicated routines. You need consistency, smart training, and proper recovery. Fix these muscle-killing mistakes, and your body will finally start responding the way you've been working for. If this breakdown helped you understand what's holding back your gains, share it with someone who's stuck making the same mistakes. Subscribe for more science-backed fitness breakdowns that actually get results. And comment which mistake you've been guilty of the most.